even better than that. Oh my god! 38K! Yo, what is up, guys? Bloodymasterz here again with another video. Now, in today's video, this is gonna be, you know, my 1.6 ideas and stuff like that they could improve on for 1.6 or get ready for and stuff like that. But first I want to talk about the first clip that you saw where I killed a kid and did 38,000 to his head. Now, a couple things you can go over and you guys can decide. We all know who Danf is. He hit 36K on a player, but he was 24, like level 24. I just hit 38K on a player that was level 36 and was in the 256 bracket. Don't know if his gear score was 256. Stuff like that. I also run an AK with a FAMAS and stuff like that. So now, you know, you can decide if you want to comment, you know, he's weak, stuff like that. Go ahead. But now to get into the real stuff for this video. First thing I want to go over is the FAMAS. The FAMAS needs like particularly on the FAMAS, they need to take off or do something with uncomplicated, because 15% damage with no accuracy or stability mods is really too OP. Because if you just have it as a secondary weapon, you get a bunch of damage, you know, because you don't have mods on it. Like usually I run a FAMAS in my secondary with no mods because I don't use two weapons like most people do. I just run one basic weapon with my mods on it and stuff like that, and I just run the secondary just for the talents, so it goes on my first weapon and stuff like that. So yeah. Now metas, the Alpha Bridge is #1, but there's other things like Predators and well, no, I don't want to go over metas yet. Let's go back to the guy I killed or melted in the first clip. Brackets. So we all know brackets, you know, it's like 256 gear score for the max bracket and stuff like that. So to me, they need to stop in 1.6 basing brackets on your gear score, because it's super easy to reach the highest gear score, but it's even harder to get good gear and have good stats and have a good build so you can go in the dark zone in PvP, because the dark zone is mainly PvP. I'll get into later some other ideas and stuff, but right now dark zone is mainly to PvP. Okay, so yeah. So my idea for brackets is not to base it off gear score, it's to base it off your stats, like your armor mitigation, your damage, your firearms number, your stamina, your toughness, your health, stuff like that. They need to base it off your stats, and they can decide to what they want to base it on or just keep it with gear score, but that will leave other players at a disadvantage who get the gear score but do not have good stats to go into dark zone and at least do something to players that are strong and actually know how to build and stuff like that. Okay, so now metas, like I was saying earlier, that I kind of cut myself off because I didn't want to talk about that just yet, but Alpha Bridge is still #1. Predators, the golden build with like Skulls MC gloves, Barrett's chest piece, Tenacious mask, specialized backpack, stuff like that. Those are really good builds. I don't think any builds really need nerfs. They've balanced them out. They need to do something with the assault not the assault rifles, the SMGs, because we all know that assault rifles are #1 because of their enemy armor damage and just how you can just flush a player's health because you're ripping through their armor. So to me, they need to bring the SMGs back, because they did nerf them a long time ago from critical hit chance to critical hit damage, which was still okay, but it wasn't the best. And now they've introduced assault rifles with enemy armor damage, so now they need to kind of bump up the SMGs. They need to either increase the critical hit damage, or my other idea is to drop, when a SMG drops in 1.6, is to either have RNG and luck and whatever it drops to either be critical hit damage or critical hit chance. Okay, it can drop as either, and it has to be kind of high but at the same time kind of moderate, not too OP and stuff like that. If anybody's watching and you know they're going to the elite task force and stuff like that, you know, developers, they can kind of think of their own ways to do this and stuff like that. Shotguns, they're, you know, they're okay. People still use them. The assist aim is really good, so it's not way overpowered. So yeah, snipers are making their way into Dark Zone, and it's okay. Even though there are people that do one-shot builds and people don't like that. But my opinion is, if you put time into the game and you put time into your build, which a lot of people try to do, but at the same time some people don't, and they think they're okay, but they're really not. But the people who put time into a build, say snipers, you have to put a really thoughtful and bunch of time into making a good sniper build that can one-shot. You know, you have to get the alpha bridge, and you have to get really good snipers with really good perks and stuff like that. And it kind of goes the same for any other build. You want it to have good armor, you have to spend your credits, put your time getting the gear and stuff like that. So if you are making a build and you want it to do what you want it to do, then it's okay to me, alright? I mean, one-shot snipers are okay to me, but the players who complain about it is, you know, kind of the cancer, okay? Like, let's get to it. It's kind of the cancer of the game. They just complain about it because they're not strong enough. Okay, so that kind of resorts back to my thing about with the brackets. They need to base it off your stats. They don't need to base it anymore off of, you know, your gear score, because gear score is anything. You can reach 256 no problem. But the harder thing, like I said earlier, is getting good stats to actually do something in Dark Zone against other players. So yeah, and to keep going on about builds, just people in Division, it seems to me when you kill someone, people just get salty, they get mad, stuff like that. They just instantly get triggered when you kill them. And I mean, that's okay, but at the same time, there are people that get so mad that, you know, they start to claim that you're hacking and stuff like that. I know you guys are going to be like, oh, well, you know, that's nothing. That people need to consider there are people that are stronger than you, and you need to know, okay, they are stronger than me. I give them credit for that. Or they're a group of 4 and you're one person. It's not, the Dark Zone's not for someone solo. It really isn't. I've done it, but, I mean, me, if I get rolled up on a group and I just die once, I mean, I may go back and try, but after that, I'm just gonna stop, because I know that I'm one person trying to fight 2, 3, or 4, which sometimes, yes, I can kill them, but sometimes, you know, they're just one of those groups that, you know, use a flame turret, seeker mine, and stuff like that, and, you know, they're really trying it. Okay, seeker mines, they really do need nerf. This is another topic. Seeker mines really do need a nerf, because sometimes what some groups do is they will use 2 people as seeker mines, so it damages you a bunch and staggers you like really hard, because seeker mines can stagger you really hard, and when their DPS person comes up, you're just gone, because you're so low health and, you know, you're staggered that all they have to do is put like 10 bullets in you and you're on the floor, you know, and then they kill you and stuff like that. So they need to nerf seeker mines. They need to nerf their damage. To me, they do not need to stagger, because that's just too much. The flame turrets, I mean, they're kind of okay. The shock turrets, they're okay. I think every skill is okay, because they did recently nerf sticky bombs. They put them through a modifier. I think they should do the same for seeker mines and just kind of reduce the stagger, or even make it go away, because the stagger is really the worst thing about the seeker mine. So, what else? Also, what I was saying a long time ago in the beginning of the video that I said I was going to get to, that I'll get into now, is kind of lobby splitting. The game can't even handle the servers it has right now, but just to split the Dark Zone, not like literally draw a line and, you know, stuff like that. I'm talking, you enter the checkpoint of a Dark Zone, or the entrance, I guess, whatever, and you have the decision to PvP or PvE in the Dark Zone. So what I mean by this PvP, you know, you can do anything. It's just like the normal Dark Zone right now, but they need to reduce the ads, you know, make them like scarce, you know, they're non-existent, stuff like that. You know, just leave it an empty Dark Zone with just players, and those can fit a bunch of people in them or something like that. I'm not sure. Okay, that's up to people to talk about and discuss, and developers, I guess, whatever. And whatever. Okay, now PvE is going to be like a normal Dark Zone right now, but you cannot, you know, inflict damage on another player or cut ropes. You cannot do anything associated with PvP. You're just farming. You're just farming. That's basically it. Because I know I said the Dark Zone is a mainly PvP place, but people come in and they try to farm, okay? And I kind of do respect that because, I mean, they're trying to get better gear so they can qualify to try to at least do PvP, okay? So, I mean, you know, there's always someone, you know, farming in the Dark Zone that wants to get their gear out and stuff like that. And, you know, we got to be respectful to that sometimes. I mean, those players want to do what they want to do in the game. I mean, they don't have to follow what everybody else does. If they want to do their own separate thing, they can do their own separate thing. And I think the developers should give them opportunities to do what they want to do. So, yeah. I mean, you guys can go ahead and hate comment on me. But, I mean, we all got to kind of keep respect to each other. And, you know, keep in mind of what other players want for, you know, the game themselves and give them their opportunities, okay? So, I think that's about it. I mean, I just want to keep you guys in mind, too, that just, there's always a player better than you in Dark Zone. Like, I mean, I've showed you guys I die in Dark Zone, and I'm not ashamed of it because there are people that are better than me, stuff like that. And or there's a group and they're doing things better than another group is, okay? I always keep that in mind. I don't get insta-mad, you know, when I die of a player. I go ahead and I think, okay, they're probably stronger than me, this and that, you know. And I just keep it to myself, you know, they are stronger than me. I'll give them that, and there you go. Pat on the back, and I'm fine. I don't get mad about it. It's just they're stronger than me. It's okay. Okay? Or it's a group and stuff like that, and they killed my group or whatever, or, you know, something like that. I'm like, okay, they're a better group. You know, I just don't get mad like some people do in this game and instantly, you know, get toxic and this and that because they died. Because that's another thing in this game is people just get so toxic when they die. And, you know, that's when Xbox enforcement team, sadly, because they report you, they're like, oh my god, dude, I might just report you because, you know. And I mean, I haven't had it myself where I've been comms banned, but I've had multiple friends that have. And I mean, I have had a dude, surprisingly, say he was reporting me for harassment, which, you know, Xbox enforcement team doesn't take that lightly. And to me, Xbox enforcement team kind of needs a wake up, or at least a notice that these are Tom Clancy games. People get salty pretty easily, even in Rainbow Six Siege, because, I mean, I have played that game. People get salty in that game just as easy as in Division, and they'll just report you for the littlest of things or just blow you out of the water, and next thing you know, you got a comms banned or something like that for no reason. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, I don't care, but at the same time, should you really get a ban for something that doesn't mean anything or something that you didn't do? And also, this is an 18 plus rated game. Like, I'm going to pull out my case right here. This is a rated M game for 18. Now, even though I'm not 18, yes, I did pay my own money for this game, yes. But to me, you should be able to talk the way you want to talk on the game, too, without a repercussion, okay? So, yeah. Okay, that's my other end is, you know, you should be able to talk how you want to talk in a M-rated game, alright? So, I know I got off topic there, but, that's it for this video. And, yeah, I just hope that somebody who's going to the Elite Task Force watch this, or some of you guys give it to people that are, because the only person I know that's going is like Butter, and kind of, I mean, who wants to tell him somewhat, okay?